And the topic for discussion is a very important one. Internal, external, and peace journalism is choice of editors and reporters, and this particular choice can make and improve the prospects for peace. And these choices are very important for the society, particularly for Indian society. Of late, we have witnessed increasing violence, and that violence started by one or other is damaging the harmony or the threads of secularism. We all know that India is a country where there is freedom for religion, freedom for speech, and we have preserved the elements of democracy for a very long period. Still, we are doing wonderfully well if we compare our country with others. Our country is doing wonderfully well if we compare it with the countries of the world. With Syria, Iraq, Iran, Libya, our neighbor, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, even Sri Lanka, Nepal. So we are a peace-loving country, and we are a peace-loving, nation. But unfortunately, at times we witness crime against a particular community or caste or group, where media can play very important role, and the selection of words, selection of the headlines can play very important role in diffusing the tension in the society. For global peace, journalists, academicians, and students worldwide, they are a very important force. They can improve global peace with the help of their writings about conflicts, societal unrest, reconciliation, solutions, and there are many ways of doing it. We can organize workshop, lectures, we can write in magazine, we can write about peace in the society so that we can progress as a society. And if we look at the present era where social media is dominating, where we are bombarded with information, and we basically face a very hard time to choose what is right and what is wrong. So our choice of, or rather, if we are in a position to identify what is right and wrong, this much help can improve the situation of conflict in India. If we follow simple restriction or simple self control, then we can avoid a number of situations growing conflict in our society, our region, our, you know, within our communities. The blind forward of information given to us, rather thrown at us, to different sections of the society, forwarding it to different groups without checking the information impact or checking the validity and reliability of information makes us a very, vulnerable. We all will face the consequences of fake information one day. This digital media, digital content spreading hate within no time. And there are many things, many academicians have written things on peace journalism, but very few people basically recognize it. In 2019, a report was published by the National Inquiry into Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls, revealed that there was irrefutable evidence that acts of genocide transpired against indigenous women by the Canadian government. The report showed that the government had significantly underestimated the number of missing women and children. That reason behind the lack of success in solving missing cases were linked to racist and lackadaisical attitudes by police, and that past government policies actively contributing to the further deterioration of peace in the native people. So it's not the only example which I have just mentioned of Canada, but there are many cases where people are killing. Look at America, the number of instances that we have seen in recent past of killing by gun. So this gun culture is not going to promote peace in America and in the nearby countries, rather world. This gun culture will bring violence on it. So what do we need to do now? We need to take strong actions against this gun culture. Otherwise, we will not have peace, not only in America but in other parts of the country as well. Then we, read every now and then in newspapers, and there is war rooms, television war rooms. As a media academician, sometimes I feel like when we teach in classroom, we teach that news should be objective. It should not be dramatized. But look at the television newsroom these days. They have declared themselves war room. So war is not peace. So what are you bringing through the television news? You are bringing war, not peace. So you are a journalist, you are not a warrior. And your job is to tell the truth, not mix your opinion in the information. So as a journalist, your responsibility is to give information as it is, without any opinion or without any external information, in its original form. But if you analyze the presentation of news these days, you'll find that loud music, like we are using in fiction, in order to uh, expand or in order to build conflict, climax. The kind of music that we use in fiction films, we are using in television news. I don't think it is permissible or rather ethical, because permission is something which we are not part of it. We can't give permission to anybody. It is up to the organization or the public or the reporter who is using, the music. And you do not know that how it is basically affecting the audiences. So what I wanted to convey, that peace is possible if journalism and journalists behave in a proper manner. You have to simply avoid a few words, avoid a few sentences, avoid a few topics, and you'll find that the world is livable, peaceful. But these days, the moment you open any television news channel, it appears as if the Third World War is going to start. It appears as if you are going to die any moment. Any missile can hit your city, any missile can hit your place, and you will die. China has a missile capacity to destroy the whole world. America has the capacity to destroy this world 600, 700 times. This kind of information is floated from television channel, television organizations. And how do you see this? This is going to impact the young minds. This is going to create problems to those who are not educated, who do not understand news and news elements. So you are basically creating problems for them. A section of society understands your, rhetoric, understands your presentation, so they are not affected. But most of the society who are not well versed with the television news techniques, they are affected. So my request to all the journalists and journalism academician to promote peace journalism. This is very important part of journalism, and we have neglected it for a long time. We have completed 100 years of education, 100 years of teaching journalism, but peace journalism did not find proper place in journalism study. So this is my request to all the departments, all the schools, all the media teachers to include peace journalism as part of their syllabus, so that we can promote peace in not only our locality, also in cities and countries. Thank you very much.